Win streak? You want to talk about win streak? Yeah, let's talk about a winning streak. All right, and welcome back to Phins Football Podcast. I am B Trill, and let me go ahead and get some thumbs up. Go ahead and smash that like button, and if you are new and haven't yet, please go ahead and subscribe. I want to make sure you get the latest, and I say the latest game news, predictions, stats, headlines. I got it all. So any breaking news usually comes out with a short. Any previews, predictions, recaps, they will all be on these episodes. So let's go ahead and jump right into episode 23. So episode 23 is a preview of week 12 of the 2024 season. So we have the New England Patriots coming into Miami on Sunday at 1 o'clock. So Miami is favored by 7.5 right now. The over-under is 46.5. Of course, we are the Miami Dolphins at 4-6, facing off the New England Patriots, who are 3-8. So let's talk about the game a little bit, and then I'll jump into some injury updates. First thing is, we have a winning streak. Let's go ahead and see if we can continue this winning streak. So, first winning streak of the 2024 season. Again, I keep saying it. Winning streak. Let's keep that streak going. Let's see if we can get up to 3 games. Of course, we need to put some games together to possibly get a playoff seed. With the playoff race right now, Miami is entering the week at the 9th seed. So we're close. Remember, there is now 7 seeds that get into that playoffs. So with the 9th seed, we have the Colts in front of us, and then we have Denver in front of us. So the Colts, we're only a half a game back, which is good. So we are close. Colts, they're an up and down team, especially with Anthony Richardson back at the quarterback position, taking back over for Joe Flacco. So we'll see what they do there. But Denver, they have a young team, especially with Bo Nix and Troy Franklin. We'll see what they can do. But they're up on Miami by a game and a half, which means that we need them to lose, we need to win, and then one of us needs to go on a bye week, and then we need to win. So Miami has some work to do to stay in this quote-unquote playoff race, to stay alive. With that, of course, we need to beat the Patriots. So again, we're coming off 2 wins, but again, with Tua back, we look like a completely different team than we have the previous week. So we have scored 27 points at least in our last 3 of 4 games. We scored 34 points last week against the Raiders. Tua is completing over 70% of his passes the past 3 games. So he's playing phenomenal. He's playing lights out. He's doing phenomenal on third down. Our third down conversion is just, I think we're 8 of 12 last week as I recapped after the game. But again, Tua is playing lights out, and who knows? I mean, if he played the whole season, maybe MVP. But if he keeps playing the way he is, maybe he could get a Pro Bowl. But again, we don't want a Pro Bowl. We want a Super Bowl. Because again, if you are playing for the Super Bowl, you don't play in the Pro Bowl. So, of course, we rather be Super Bowl. But it goes long stretch. With the playoff seeds, we have Denver's going against Vegas. So Denver is favored by 6. So we got to hopefully Raiders put up a fight there. It is a divisional matchup, so Those are always toss-up games. The Colts are going against the Lions in Indianapolis. The Lions are favored by 7.5, so that would be great. If the Colts lose and we win, guess what? We leapfrog them. So we need that to happen in order to get closer to that 7 seed. Bengals are on a bye. Bills are on a bye. Steelers lost. Chargers and Ravens play each other. So who knows? We could be getting a lot of help this week if we go ahead and win. Steelers lost. One of them have to lose between the Chargers and the Raiders. Houston, though, they are favored against the Titans by 8. So who knows? A lot going on in the AFC, but we will see how it all plays out. Miami's defense, we've been playing really good. We have held back-to-back games of holding our opponent under 20 points. With that, the Pats gave up 4 touchdowns to Matthew Stafford and the Rams last week. They gave up over 100 yards to both, not just one, to both Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. So with that, we're hoping Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle can both get over 100. They have yet to do that this year, and I don't think either one has over 100 yet this year, let alone both of them in the same game. So that would be great if we get that passing on the rise, but of course we kind of been leaning on the running game and then waiting for Tua to convert on third down. So the Patriots, they have been scoring under 23 points a game 10 out of their 11 games. So out of the 11 games they played, they have not scored over 23 points. I think it was last week or the week before when they actually did. With that, I'm going to kind of go over some rankings of how everything breaks down. So Miami, our offense, we score 18.1 points a game. We're ranked 27th. But yardage, we are 319 yards per game. That's ranked 22nd. The Patriots, their offense, they're only doing 16.5 points a game, which is 31st in the league, almost dead last. Yards per game is 281.2 yards per game. Again, 31st ranked in the league. Their passing yards, 165.9. So they are dead last in the league with that, as well as the rushing yards are 115.3 rushing yards. They're 21st. So again, their running game's a little bit better than their passing game. They've been kind of going back and forth with Drake May and Jacoby Brissett. Wow, we actually had him on our team. But with that, I think Derek May, we got to lock down that rookie quarterback. Hunter Henry, he kind of is one of their leading wide receivers. They did get Kevin Bourne back. They do have that rookie Polk. They do have Douglas. So they have some weapons, but I think Hunter Henry is the main person we need to lock down besides Stevenson. Stevenson, he's just a good back. He is a ground and pounder. He's got a good cutback as well, and also used in the passing game. So keep a lookout for Stevenson to lock down. But I think Miami has good chances to win this game. I don't have too much on the injury report. The biggest news is that Kendall Fuller, he is out. So he is already ruled out for this game. Of course, he's still going through that concussion protocol. I think this is, his third game that he would miss? At least his second, but it might be his third game in a row that he missed. He already did miss a game previously in the season due to concussion, so concussions are never our friends. As far as questionable, we had Armstead, who was questionable. He has a knee injury, but I hear he is doing everything he can to start. He actually didn't practice the past 2 weeks at all. He's had a lot of rest because again he's elder. He's been dealing with a lot of injuries. He's always been injury prone, but usually a left tackle like that, they need to get game reps or practice reps to be in the game. Not him. He's an exception. He's the one that can go out there and just be a beast. Other also questionable, we have Ingle with a calf and our rookie Patrick McMorris with a calf. Of course, Patrick McMorris, he is not on the roster yet. He could be activated off the pup, as well as Isaiah Wynn. So again, I'm pretty sure they were both activated but not elevated yet. Not elevated to the active roster, but activated off the pup. So I think they have, 21 days to be designated. Isaiah Wynn, we need you on the line. Especially Robert Jones. He's been banged up back and forth, but I think he's healthy again. But Isaiah Wynn, he's been dealing with a knee injury and a quad injury, so we'll see what happens there. I hear that Mike McDaniel said that there's more of a possibility that Isaiah Wynn and Patrick McMorris will be active after the game. So we wish that they would be ready, especially Isaiah Wynn. Again, we need him on the offensive line, especially with Teron Armstead nursing injuries. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with those. Alex Ingle, again, he missed a couple games in a row. He is a warrior, so hopefully he'll be out there. We need him with his blocking. He is our fullback, our H-back. He is the reason we do so good in the running game. So other big news going on. Chop Robinson. So I don't know if everybody saw this, but he actually leads all pass rushers in the pass rushing win rate ratio the past 2 weeks. So he's got, I think it was 12 hurries and 2 sacks. Actually, I think I got it queued up. Let's see here. Yes, 12 quarterback pressures and 2 sacks. So again, he leads all pass rushers with win slash the win ratio, basically. I do want to discuss a little bit with what he was saying with everyone else. So Chop Robinson, again, he's looking like a great first-round pick. With all the attention he is getting, he actually did want to give some shout-outs to a lot of his mentors. So, again, he has Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips. Of course, they're both injured, but they're both still in his ear letting him know what's going on. So he did say, they both helped me out a lot. The run game, talking to them about life. They're my brothers. I'm blessed to have them on my team, is what Chop Robinson said about Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips. With Armstead, he said, I talk with him all the time. After practice, I talked with him about the little things that can help his game. So he's also getting some mentor help from Calais Campbell. So again, we got Calais Campbell and Zach Sealer on that line. They are the stars of our line. Could you imagine we still had the rotation of Jalen Phillips and Bradley Chubb? I mean, I'm glad that Chop Robinson is getting a lot of good playing time. It is helping him basically jumpstart his career. But, man, if we had that rotation, our defensive line would be doing so much better. So Armstead said of Chop, Chop is scratching the surface of what he's going to be. His work ethic, his ability to take what you give, a coaching point or tip, or something you see and apply it immediately is incredible. His level of professionalism as a rookie is impressive. He's got a lot more production. We will continue to see. So Dolphins, we got 17 sacks, which is the fewest in the AFC. Third fewest, if I could speak, in the NFL. And we're only ahead of Atlanta, who has 10, and Carolina, who has 12. But we have permitted only 25 sacks in the league, so that's 16th ranked. We've only had about 20 pass plays that are 20 or more yards. So we're tied with New England and Chicago for second fewest behind the Giants, who are 19. Only 5 teams have fewer 20-plus running yards than Miami, which we only have 4. So a lot going on. Those are some of Barry Jackson's notes. If you're ever wondering whose notes I'm reading off, I always follow him on Twitter. He is, if you ever pay attention to the press conferences, he is the one that asks the first question. So I always pay attention to what Barry says. He always keeps very updated injury reports. Always has some good locker room information. So Barry is one of my main sources. With everything else going on, I want to see Terrell Dobson. I want to see who we picked up last week. I want to see if he starts over Brooks or with Brooks, which is ironic because we got Brooks from Seattle. Now we got Dotson from Seattle. But I want to see who takes over that middle linebacker spot because Anthony Walker has been playing phenomenal. And Jordan Brooks, he's been very solid. He is our cover linebacker, but so is Terrell. Terrell Dotson. So we'll see what happens there. Another good note. Deshaun Hand. Has everybody realized how great he has been playing? He is actually ranked 39th best in the league out of 116 defensive linemen. So with that, our defensive line coach, Austin Jackson, says he worked his way up from the practice squad and is strong as an ox. So Deshaun Hand, he's made a few plays this year, but he's been very underrated as a solid player on that defensive line. So again, he's coming in as rotation with Zach Sealer and Calais Campbell on that line, as well as Benito Jones. He actually has been playing great. Before I get to that, Calais Campbell, he is 4th best in the league out of 116, and Zach Sealer is ranked 16th best. Dolphins had 3 defensive linemen in the top 40. Benito Jones says he's actually been playing really good. Probably played his best game the other day. He's doing much better on his pad level, is what the defensive line coach said. So, again, Barry Jackson, great notes. I'm just reiterating everything there. So, I think Miami's got a great chance. Again, we are playing at the Patriots. Tua has a great record against the Patriots. I think he's only lost 1 game in his career against the Patriots. So I think we got a great chance of winning. I think that Miami puts up a big passing game, big rushing game. I think it will be a complete game, and we might embarrass the Patriots. But then again, it is a divisional game, so you can never count anyone out. Tomorrow, I'll be wearing, as I do every Dolphins-Patriots game since the game, I wear my Miami Miracle shirt. So, again, it is coming up that time of the year. Again, we're getting close to that anniversary. But the Miami Miracle, it always comes up against the Patriots. So we'll see if there's any miracles that can happen. Maybe Miami makes that miracle to the playoffs. Of course, 1 game at a time. We are favored in this game. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that. I'm going to say Miami does beat the spread. We do beat the -7.5. And I say we blow them out. But I'm going to keep everybody updated with these injuries, especially the Armstead injury. I'll come through with a short. But as always, thank you everyone for liking, sharing, and please subscribe. And as always, fins up, family.